Hello YouTube. Well, I want to talk about this guy. Is it Geoffrey Owens? The guy used to be on Cosby Show. So I talked a little bit about him in my last video. But this story, it seems, is not dying. I mean, the last couple of days it'll be gone. And it's strange because people are acting like it's such an unusual story. But being that I lived in Hollywood for 15 years, I'm going to tell you. And I remember a statistic even back in the 80s. And they were saying that out of all the actors, people who aspire to make a living as actors, about 4% of them become successful working actors for their whole career. 4%. That means all the rest of them work. I think that his story is not that unusual. Maybe these people don't choose to do things like something so public as Trader Joe's, but they got jobs. And he is in New Jersey, where this girl, whoever this woman was, who, by the way, chose to keep her identity anonymous, but put him all over the damn airwaves. Now, okay, I got to focus on trying to I drank too much coffee. Keep my chain of thought straight. Okay, so let's talk about this woman. Some woman saw this guy bagging groceries at a Trader Joe's, right? What she saw was not unusual. What was unusual is for her to take this man's picture and give it to Fox News or whatever people call themselves breaking the story. That's not a... Go to New York City, you will find that because you saw someone on stage, that does not mean that you will not see them working a myriad of jobs. They all have to work somewhere until they make it to a plane where they're making, a living. Most actors don't make a living acting. This dude is a Yale graduate. This is a professor, teacher of dramatic arts. This ain't no slug. This is a man who found out he needed money. His mortgage was due, and he went out and he got a job for whatever period. He said he did it for 18 months. And now he's called and given them notice because of the notoriety. But as Charlemagne was mentioned earlier, what the devil meant for evil, God can use it for good. That Bible's something else. There are some things in that Bible that are true. They were true 6,000 years ago, and they are still true. What the devil means for evil. So now this man, his face has been plastered all over the airwaves. But that's great. That is great for an actor. I don't think he said that he don't want people's sympathy or giving him jobs just for charity and things like that. That ain't charity. It's getting your name out there. So far what we hear is Tyler Perry has offered this man to be a part of his next project. Now, that is Tyler Perry. Say what you want to say about Tyler Perry. He does have a heart for fixing careers. When you think about it, somebody Tyler Perry's age would probably be a huge fan of The Cosby Show. Now, how would you feel if you had been raised on The Cosby Show? This is somebody you considered a big star, and then you found out that he was working some job that's not acting, and you were in a position to give that man a job. That's Tyler Perry. I mean, he does it all the time. Cicely Tyson, not that she needed a whole lot of help, but she may put those people to work. A myriad of people, actors, people who hadn't seen in a while. He put those people to work. So this is in the character of Tyler Perry. And I can see that. I can see that so clearly. Someone you grew up with, you're in a position to help them. It is an honor to help them. These are your stars, your celebrities, right? So hopefully we're going to be hearing this guy. Who was it that said that all publicity is good publicity? Yeah. Hopefully we'll be seeing this guy. We'll see God turn this thing around and turn what he thought was a bad thing, what the devil thought was a bad thing, and what this woman, whoever she was, who takes pictures and sends them into Fox News, what she thought was a bad thing, can be turned into a great thing. You could revitalize this man's career. Right? Right. So, good for this brother. I know he said that he don't want charity, but that's not charity. He giving you a job to work. You still got to work. You still got to perform. You still got to make your name again. That is not charity. Nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I think Tyler Perry, he's got whatever else he is, he's got that streak of goodness. He likes to help people out. Right? You have power. You got money. You got your own studio. You can do a lot of good. And he seems to seek to do good things. Right? Okay, so this story here can go on forever. You can talk forever about this. You look up the athletes on YouTube who are now working regular jobs. Athletes, people who make $30, $40 million a year. Look and see how many of them are working regular jobs, or they've totally fallen and unable to work because of drug addiction or alcoholism. This man is just going and getting a job. That's what the actors have to do as part of being an actor. You go to Beverly Hills. I used to work in Beverly Hills. I wasn't no big shot. No, I worked in a department store in Beverly Hills, Neiman Marcus. And when you go to a restaurant, it is not unusual to find actors that you've seen on television working as waiters. It's a common thing. There's nothing unusual about it. You know, we can't assume that everybody you see on television is set for life, because they're not. What's going to happen to all these rap stars? How many one-hit wonders are there? Go to your YouTube search engine and put in one-hit wonders. Do it from the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. Many people who we consider celebrities are just regular people, and they're working regular jobs. Remember when they called that guy, what was it? Ice, Ice, baby. Ice, baby. Well, they found him, and they found him working in the car wash. Because you made a record, that'll make you set. You're not set. You have to continue to work. And if you're dedicated to your craft, a lot of people get breaks. About 4% of the 100% become stars. There are a lot of character actors. They just actors. Actors have to work. So I'm glad it's working out for this brother. I'll say one more thing about this. This dude sure cleans up nice, because whoever this woman was took his picture, they had him looking like a slug, right? His beard was unkept and all that. 2 days later, he was shining, looking like a movie star again. It just took a little shave, sit up right. He's a good-looking guy. So we hope this man is going to do well. His talent ain't going nowhere. He's still a talented man. Obviously, he's a smart man. He is a Yale graduate. And he's willing to work. So that's great. Okay, I just wanted to add that to what I said yesterday. I think this story can be one of those good stories, those good time stories. You hear and we see this man reignited. What the devil meant for evil, God used it for good. Y'all know how I got out of the drug game? I used to be a drug dealer. I know I've told bits and pieces of the story, but it all came down to one particular incident. I got out of prison, went back to got my sack and got right back to drug dealing, right? And I heard about this dude that was robbing drug dealers. I didn't know him. I had met him a couple of times. I must have been 3 o'clock in the morning. This dude come out from between two parked cars and smashed a beer bottle over my head. Purely evil. It changed my life because I was not having a bad time doing what I was doing, except for I was in and out of prison every single year. Right? And I was making my money through something that is not good. Changed my world. He was not intending to change my world, to get me off dope, in the program, whatever I had to do. God used it. It's the truth. All right, people.